Hey folks, the hits just keep on coming. My name is Evan, this is the McChronicle for Friday the 13th of March 2020, where the future does indeed start today. Between the 6-month and 1-year term repos the Bank of Canada announced last night, between the 50 basis point emergency rate cut that the Bank of Canada did this afternoon, what's really going on? This is where the Bank of Canada had their holy crap moment and realized how bad things are. Now, speaking myself, purely from an anecdotal standpoint, from everything I'm seeing, from everything I'm hearing, this is the week reality set in for the mainstream. What do I mean? This is the week mainstream figured out the Canadian economy is in recession. In fact, RBC, CIBC, and I believe Bank of America also all had notes out this week saying the Canadian economy was going into recession because of low oil prices and COVID-19. Now, obviously, COVID-19 is an accelerant to all this. I understand that. And personally myself, if you go back and watch my yearly predictions for 2020, I didn't think mainstream was going to figure it out until much later on in the year. But obviously, COVID-19 brought everything up. But look, at the end of the day, just remember, I've been preparing you for this moment for at least the past year now. Remember, the first video I did about a year ago about how you can prepare for the very moment we're in right now. Now, for me personally, it's really hit home in this sense. Every person I've talked to this week says that everyone is worried about losing their jobs and they're burying down the hatches. Why? If they spend the money now and heaven forbid they lose their job, if they don't bury down the hatches now, they won't have enough money to live. When you hear that, it really hits home. Now, between that story and my foreclosure sources calling me, telling me that people are turning in their keys like never before, as people can no longer pay their mortgages. I mean, look, I can go on all day. I'll leave you with this. With the Federal Reserve minimum 50 basis point rate cut that the market has built in for Wednesday, this will now mark the 9th time in history the Federal Reserve and the Bank of Canada have cut rates by at least 50 basis points within a month of each other. Other times this has happened: 3 in 2001, 4 in 2008, and 2 in March of 2020. I rest my case. And before I go, all I can say is, if you haven't prepared already, do what you can to prepare right now. And this may not be economic advice, but please be sure to hug your loved ones. That's where I'm going to leave it. Smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, follow both my accounts on Twitter. My name is Evan. This is the McChronicle, where the future did indeed start yesterday.